we change this? How do we change this? How do we change this? Oh, how do we change this? Open up the door, I see so me, my homies dying in these streets. Wonder where we gonna end up. They did, they smooth talking, got us all caught up in this system that they designed. Still can't rewind back time, trying my best to do something righteous, but it's hard every time you make it. Here comes this mighty hand of the devil knocking you down, but you gon' climb right back up. But it's gonna take some time, but it's hard, can you feel me now? All these weights on my back, trying to climb up this hill, trying to do this stuff that's real, but it's hard to keep it real with your people, cause they leave you a little sad, low. It's hurtful to see, turn around people that I'm loyal to, they not loyal to me. Now I'm looking stupidly, like how the fuck is that? Nigga, I had your back. You forgot I was the one in the beginning, had your back. The mic ain't coming on. Oh, there you go. I had the wrong thing on. Welcome, y'all, to No Fake Shit. It's your boy Myron, a.k.a. Gusto. Listen, I'm sorry I ain't been here in a while. A lot of things going on in the world, as we know. I haven't had a chance to honestly make it here for a month. Took me a little hiatus. I'm back. Yo, your boy's here now. Today, we're going to have a conversation. Yo, no fake shit. Like, subscribe, man. Listen, share, like, hey, man, tell your peoples about us, man. We got that fire for you. Just don't watch mine, man. You got Kid and Company. You got Off the Block, High Off the Glass, man. Listen, we got some shows on here, man. Tune in. Now, let's get into it. Let's have a conversation about some things. Now, I spoke on social media sometimes about what's been going on.
Nigga over some pussy, bro.
Man, my baby, that we living in. And hold on one second. Let me get on here real quick. Give me 1 second here. Bam. There we go. Yeah, we live on the air right now. What's up, y'all? What up, world? It's your boy Myron, a.k.a. Gusto. Listen, I'm in the studio right now. Yo, No Fake is back, y'all. So, anyway, let's have a conversation. I spoke on a lot of things. I always speak on prisons and a lot about the youth and all of that, man. We need to start honestly investing in our youth for real, man, because it's some ones that wants to do some honest work in this world to try to change it, man. But we have so many people that don't believe in them, man. We need to start believing in these youngsters, man. Some of them doing some positive things, and I'm not going to talk bad about them. But to the ones that's out here, listen to me good. Like I said in the song, like, y'all don't look at the thing of y'all shooting all these shots. Y'all don't understand, man. They charge you for each bullet that come up out that gun. So it's got to stop, man. We got to figure out, man, another route. I know back in the day, fighting and all that, but we know what fighting leads to. You know, like we was growing up, my cousin used to say, look, y'all got a problem, here's the gloves, get in them, handle your business. You might lose, you might win, you never know. But we handled it like men. And I want to speak on that real quick and let's move on. Now, the next thing I want to have a conversation with y'all about, man. Um, it's so many people, man. I don't get it, you know. So many people in this world that just don't get it that honestly what we're faced with, man. They got a glimpse of it because like this past week, well, I think it was um Thursday or Friday, and they was celebrating, you know, not celebrating, but honestly bringing back to remembrance of what happened to Michael Brown. Well, let me say this. Um, I was sitting in prison when that happened, and the first thought came into my mind was, and I'm gonna be honest, it's been a long time coming that these officers and the things that they was doing out there in the county. Have it got better? Yeah, it's got better. But the thing is, they still have those rotten apples. Now, this Ferguson, they said an officer got hurt in Ferguson yesterday because protesters there and they pushed the police down. And you never know if somebody really is trying to hurt an officer or something like that. But I don't know. But anyway it go. I want to speak to this police chief of Ferguson. And I want to say this. The damage that's been caused, people is not going to forget. And you saying y'all becoming a punching bag because you still have bad officers in your that is patrolling. They have not stopped. And don't get me wrong, North County, forgive me, North County is wild right now. Even if you go into one of their confectionaries, they want to talk to you crazy and they don't even know you for real. So my point is, and what I'm saying is to this chief, is this what I'm saying to you? You're saying, well, what do you want from us? We want y'all just not to change certain things, change everything. Because there's still officers that you know of that's still out there doing what that officer did to Mike Brown. Right. You keep saying that, well, what do you want? What do you want from us? Why y'all doing? We're not gonna let y'all tear up. That tells you right there. Y'all say you're not gonna let these protesters tear up your city. Let me explain something to you. It's not your city. It's their city too. And they telling y'all in so many words, it's still going on. It's nothing different. They're still beating our ass. They're still killing us. So, and even this is in North County and Ferguson. They will pull you over and they probably will beat the hell out of you and take your car. It's nothing to change. Y'all put a Band-Aid over something and thinking it's gonna heal. Now I learned something about a Band-Aid. All it does is it's gonna take oxygen from the wound and stop it from healing. Right? What you need to do, you need to get rid of your crooked officers. You know who they are. Don't play with me. I know about the Blue Shield because my Uncle Cedric was a police officer, right? And I didn't even understand what my uncle, because he never brung it home and he never let us see until after I got locked up and I started to hear the stories of my uncle from the guys that he locked up. And one of the guys was my best friend. And he said to me, man, Cooney is your uncle? And he started telling me the stories. So my thing is, and like I said, Chief, I'm going to say this. You just don't get it. It's still going on. Don't put a Band-Aid over something. Don't put a Band-Aid over something. And trying to honestly, like they do, pull the wool over our eyes so that we honestly cannot see what y'all truly doing behind the scenes. And it's still going on and we're still speaking up on it because We hear about police shootings every day. We haven't heard about none out there for real, but we know they will beat the hell out of you. They still ain't stopped. They will harass you. Yes, they will harass you. But I can't say that. I can't say that because there was. I'm gonna say this. Oh, my dude, what's up? What's up, girl? I want to say that honestly, there was a good officer because I never forget this story. Now, my cousin, he he fell asleep in his car drunk, and I get a call from him, but it's not him. It's the Ferguson Police Department. I forgot this officer name, but there is some. I'm not gonna say all of Ferguson is bad, but there's still them bad apples that make y'all look bad. Y'all need to get rid of them. Y'all know they there. Forget the blue shield of y'all need to step up, man. And that's why people are doing what they're doing, because they have not forgot what happened and what we've been through dealing with St. Louis County Police Department, and that we still going through. Ain't nothing. It's seeming like they trying to make it seem like, oh, this didn't change, and no, it has not. Because you get up there and say, well, ours, well, you're not going to tear up our city, ours. Well, what about the people and the citizens? You threw the citizens in there in the community, but the community know as well. There is some rotten apples, and y'all need to honestly change this. Okay? Now, I've been trying to start up my little business, MPM, moving, storage removal, and lawn care. I've been working. I have worked. See, I just hurt my hand today. I stabbed myself with a screw. Don't just leave it where it's at. I had a good day at work, and I'm starting to learn. Right? Starting your own business is not going to be easy. Starting your own business, trying to get it up, running, and all this, I thought it was going to be an easy process. It's not easy. Okay? I'm investing dollars in this. I want this to work. And my whole thing of made the thing that made me want to honestly get a business, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm tired of working these warehouse jobs because I got a felony under my record. Okay? Now, I'm not gonna say it's just woe is me. Like some of my partners, I got partners that work for FedEx. I got partners that work for GM that did time, just like I have in many of years. But when they look, I don't know what it is about me, or what am I doing wrong, or what I'm saying to these people in these interviews, or are they already done pick me apart before I stepped in? Unless I have a connection, I don't get in. I feel, yeah. Missed you. And guess my little dog right here, he's chilling. Was it her? Wait a minute, let me make sure you her, right? Okay. Had to look in the eyes. I didn't want you to get mad. Don't get mad at me. Anyway, yeah, this is. I don't know what it is. If it's just me, if I'm doing something wrong in the interview, if I'm not feeling something out right, I don't know. But most times they look at me. They either want experience, they don't want to take a chance with me because of why, of my past, or whatever the case may be, and they sit up here and they say they don't do this anymore. This discriminative practices that they do at these employments, okay? And I'm not trying to speak bad about guys with those type of cases, but they'll hire a sex offender or a rapist before they'll hire me. And a job to where it's like, let's just say DoorDash. They wouldn't hire me, but they'll hire a sex offender or a rapist. I don't have nothing against them. Just don't be around my kids or around my woman. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to keep it there. I don't have nothing against them guys, because I can't have hatred towards you. How am I going to grow? I'm never going to grow. I'm going to be stuck in this hatred, and it's not going to turn out right. And, yeah, it's crazy. That's why it made me want to say, you know what, I'm going to start my own business from the ground up, right? And it's the crazy part is when I had money, when I had money coming generating in like I really wanted it to, I wasn't even thinking about this. And I didn't start thinking about this till after a point to where I'm not gonna even lie, at this job I'm working at, I just like, I can't do this. I can't. I'm tired. You know, I'm 40 some years old and you want to run me in the ground, so by the time I turn 50 or 60, I'm through. No, I'd rather work hard for myself, which I done got cut up. You see my finger, cut my finger, now I just stab myself. I don't care. The scars lets me know, honestly, I put some work in. I'm out here doing something right. Now, what I really want to do with my company that I have, MPM, I'm not trying to be like this big corporation, and I just want me a family-owned business like we used to have back in the day, and I spoke on so many times, like where's the mom and pop stores. I want my own little business to where my family, if they need a job or if they need money or something, I can help them out with resources, reaching out to different people, you know. And that's my whole purpose of doing this, because I'm tired. I honestly want to show my people, not that show people, because I got that bad of wanting to show y'all what God can do. And I think Yahweh is telling me like this: stop trying to show them. Let them, don't show them nothing. They're gonna see themselves. See, when I was incarcerated, and I spoke on this, when I was incarcerated, honestly, that's where I met Yahweh. Not out here in the church. I honestly sat with Yahweh and had a conversation. And I always still do. The Holy Spirit always speaks to me and tells me what this is, what that. And sometimes I don't listen, but you know what comes with disobedience. And I've been there. And like I say, I'm tired of people saying what we can't do. People that's been, like I say, that's us. And that's another thing I want to, and I'm going to speak on in a minute. What we can't do. And that brings me to my next subject. They say what we can't do. Okay. If a president has been, he haven't been convicted, they haven't sentenced him yet, so, you know, he's been convicted because they found him guilty by a jury. Okay. This man is running for president, Trump. I don't have nothing, let me say this again, I ain't said it before. I don't have nothing against Trump. I don't have nothing against Donald Trump. Trump supporters do not come to me. I don't have nothing against him. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Fair is fair. Okay? This man has been convicted of 34 felonies. Right? And he still can run for president. And even if they do sentence him, they're gonna find a way how to, like this dude said on Facebook yesterday. They're gonna find a way how to get him up in there. Right? Explain to me that. Can anybody in this world explain to me that? How can a man be convicted of 34 felonies, and in our Constitution they told us, flat out in our Constitution, you cannot be a convicted felon and run. So how is this man doing this? He convicted. He just ain't been sentenced yet. He's supposed to be sentenced in July. And has he seen that yet? Then they're gonna sit up here. And this the crazy thing about the whole thing is they try to put the wool over our eyes and make it seem like we really have a choice in this matter. People, I'm going to be real with you. We really don't. In a matter of who gets in there to be president and this and who's, wait a minute, who says who, where did they come up with this concept of, it's just like I had when I was, like I said, I'm going to go back to when I was locked up. You got somebody in charge of my life. My well-being, my family, right? Even just that, you got a person that's in charge of my well-being and more messed up than I am. How you think this is going to end up? And why you think guards or do what they do in a joint, either mess with inmates or they're still human. They're not robots. They're human. And these are the people that's in charge of us. How you going to make a choice and a decision on my life and the things that is in my life, and let's be real about it, his life is not that great. So how are you going to make it? And plus, we all know that he's just the face. We don't know who the real person behind the scenes is. We don't know. And there's many of them behind the scenes. It's just not 1, 2, 3. It's a gang of them that runs this country, flat out. Now, you go look it up. I ain't gonna tell you. You can go look it up yourself. Right? So how was this man I'm like, this is how they feel, because it turns out Joe Biden cannot run. I already got into that one. I'm not going into that again. And you put Kamala Harris up here, right? Where in the heck is Michelle? She's supposed to got up there. But now they're going to put Kamala up there. Now she wants to claimed that she was Indian. Now she's saying she's a black woman. And like I said on my page, I said, wait a minute, hold on. Have you honestly been through what we went through? Honestly, because if you've been through what we've been through, you would know. This for Kamala. You would know. This is a crock of boy, look here. Anyway, moving on. Because I'm not staying on that. Politics, I don't get into. Religion, I don't like getting into. Because them two topics will start a big argument and probably start a fight and probably start a riot. You know? I don't know if anybody did anybody hear about, because I was watching on it's called SC Scoopsies. It's SCOOPZ. SCOOPZ. This is just like TikTok, but it's not. And I was sitting on there scrolling through, because it's just like TikTok. I'm scrolling through, and as I'm scrolling through, it popped up that honestly, like, you couldn't check nothing out of Walmart or nothing like that. They basically shut down. I don't know if I don't know too many people heard of this, but they said CVS, it wasn't just Walmart, it was CVS, it was Walgreens, mostly these, and even the feds was, this crazy, even the feds was hacked. The IRS and the feds were hacked. Well, the Federal Reserve was hacked, and the IRS. Did anybody hear about this? Am I the only one that's popped up and seen this? And I keep telling people, man, everybody don't want to believe me, man. We're coming to a point to where these people going to try to, and they're going to try, they're going to do it. Because they're telling us in every shape, form, and fashion about what they finna do. People, be watchful, be prayed up, be prepared. This is not a test. We're dealing with, honestly, something that we're not ready for, because they blindsiding us with so many different things to keep our mind off of what they're doing. But they not doing it. They keep putting it in our face, and we're just like, "Oh, that's not going to happen." No, it's we don't know the day or the time, but it's coming, and it's soon. They're going to shut the grid down. When I say shut the grid down, when I say us, I ain't talking about the government. The government know we got people that do not like us. They do not like us over there in the Middle East. And their enemies have teamed up together. Y'all ain't seen Russia and North Korea, China. Some of the power heads are coming together. You know? And they know one thing about America. And I'm giving America. I hope they don't come at me, but I'm giving them. I'm giving y'all. This is the thing about America. You cannot do. You cannot attack America, right? You cannot attack America. Let me say that again. By shooting a rocket over here, it's gonna take too long. We'll notice it. We got ships in the sea that'll get it before it get here. See, that's one thing Bin Laden understood, right? To get to America, you have to come within and then bring it without. You got to go within the system and bring it without. It's not no coinky dink that all of a sudden we got millions and millions of migrants trying to. I don't have nothing. Let me say that too. I don't have nothing against them. I do not have nothing against the migrants that's coming in, the good ones, not the bad ones. But see, this is the thing. The bad ones. You got millions of these people flooding in. Who's to say who is who? How do we know? Right? How do we know who's good, who's bad? We don't know. Even the government doesn't know. And that's the thing about it. They have planted their seeds already on our soil, and they didn't showed us this many of times, that they didn't planted their seeds on our soil. So my point is, and what I'm saying is, how you gonna sit up here and fake with the American people? Keep it 100, man. We're not safe, man. I know it's gonna cause panic and chaos, but when they hit, what happened on 9/11? It was all kind of total. Nobody didn't know what to do. You're supposed to be preparing these people for what? Because they know what is finna come. Because people are getting tired of Babylon. They're getting tired. Yes, they're getting tired of Babylon. Babylon, let me say that right. Because we the big bullies of the industry. Let's keep it 100. We're the bullies. We are the bullies. We are the bullies. Because we bully people all day long. Then they said something else too. I just seen the other night too. How in the heck is we so much trillions and trillions of dollars in debt, and we still paying taxes? And so food is up, taxes is up. How in the heck is they in debt? How's the government in debt, and they still got us paying taxes? Haven't wondered that one? And not even just that. I want to speak on another thing too. I don't know if y'all seen this, and like I say, speaking on migrants, I don't have nothing against them, but let me say this. Let me explain something. People, as a people, listen to what I'm saying. How can they come into our country, right? We've been here for many of years. We struggle. They don't want to really, honestly, give us stamps to even feed our family for real. They don't want to even give us money for real to feed our family. But we know why. Bill Clinton opened the door for women to have many kids, and they was giving money back. This was in the 90s, the mid-90s. Yeah. Yeah, women was having kids left and right because the government was taking care of them. Now it's no more of that. So that was just a piece of game. But I'm saying is, how did they come in our country? And we've been here for many years, and just like I said, I'm trying to start a business, but they can come into this country and start a whole business from the ground up. Poor mom, dad, pops, everybody's going to work. Even the kids, everybody's working in there. And they build a freaking empire. But we've been here for so many years trying to honestly try to do the right thing. We got people out there trying to do the right thing, trying to build up this, that, and the third. They take us through so many channels. But them, they don't take them through nothing. They give them stamp. Listen, I seen one immigrant's receipt that they showed. This man's getting like 13,000 in stamps a month. 5,000 a month. Or is that every week? They think it's every week. I don't know which one it is. But anyway it go, you give them all, and we can't even, oh my God. We got a straight problem. People, it was Freeman Bosley Jr. This was in the 90s. He got on TV and he said, y'all black people in St. Louis need to start buying up property before it's too late. Everybody, get what he talking about. He did it. He bought a whole freaking block. Okay? A property that was cheap. And now look who's coming into our country. And not even just them. You got people coming from other states coming in buying property. We talking about we care about our city. We love our city. We'll stop destroying the city and start trying to build up our city. You know? Kids get bored. What you think they want to do? We don't even have, for real, like we used to have in the neighborhoods. Now out in probably in the county somewhere, in the deep county, they always trip off of this one. In the counties, I haven't seen too many down here, but they got them down here, but not as many as they got in the county. Those recreational centers. We can't have that too much more, you know, because somebody's going to end up in some trouble, as you know. Somebody's going to end up dead. I'm going to keep it 100. We need to change this narrative, people, and stop acting like it's them. No, it's us. It's not them, it's us. Right? They tell us, well, go out and vote and go do. Listen. They already showed us, people, our vote don't count. Because they're going to put who they want to put in there. Do anybody remember what went down with Al Gore and George W. Bush? I think that's Junior. Do anybody remember this? And his brother was I think the governor down there in Florida. And they had a problem with Florida. And they turned around and said, well, the people want Al Gore, but you know what? We want George Bush. And what we end up doing? 9/11 and we go to war. And like I said this many a times. How in the heck, how are you going to try to go to war with somebody that honestly, they train their kids from babies. They train their kids from little bitty babies to stand up for what they believe in. When they say stand up for what you believe in, they're going to go out there and die for it. Because you remember, 5-year-old kids was coming up when they had that war when they was having the war in Afghanistan. Little 5-year-old kids walking up and with bombs strapped to them and blowing themselves up. 7, 8. Little kids. Because they teach them to stand up for what they believe in. They're going to stand up. And say, no, we're not having this. We're not having this. Nope, we're not. Not today. But anyway, go. Make sure I got these keys. I'll put them on my back pocket. Yeah, I'll put them on my back pocket. What I do with them keys? I see them right there. Okay, cool. But anyway, go. We need to start to invest in ourselves and build something for ourselves. Don't get me wrong. It's a group out there. One guy I know of. I call him Tony. He's with LAD, real estate investors. He's doing something positive. There's a group of guys. Pastor Jordan with the I don't want to say the name of this church wrong. Advancing Church. They're doing good. Pastor Jordan, he's doing a good, excellent work in the community. And let me say this. When I say it the last time, there is no churches with spiritualness. Let me just say this. There is some out there. I just ain't. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I went to Advancing Church. I felt the spirit. What was the other? Oh my God! Don't forget this church. But it's another church. It's. I went to 3. I'm not gonna just say all of them, but majority. I set up and I just didn't. It didn't make me. It just didn't make me move. There's a spirit is there, but it's It's got to be something that really, honestly, I'm talking about touches my spirit. Like when I was, like I said, when I was incarcerated. When I was incarcerated, I'll tell you, when God touches your heart, you will never be the same. When Ron Davis said that, he was right. When God touches your heart, you will never be the same. When Yahweh honestly sits you down and touches your heart and have that conversation with you, your life will never be the same ever again. I'm telling you this flat out. My life has never been the same. I know I'm going through a rough time right now. Bills is piling up, rent's due. All kinds of things is going on. Car's down, I can't drive my car. But my God is always making a way for me. It may not be the way I want, but He making a way. So I say Yahweh. You know. And I know there's one thing that I learned. And I want to share this with you. Even though things looking bad, looking grim, and we're going to be okay. The ones that believe in, we're going to be okay. We're going to make it. Right? I'm not going to give up too much on the younger generation, because I had 3 youngsters here. I had 3 youngsters here with me. They're trying to do something positive, trying to make it, you know. And I know it's hard, because I'm going through it. Because like I said, I want to start a business and I ain't got a lick. But every little piece I get, I'm putting it in the pot, trying to, okay, let me go do this. Let me get this. Let me get that done. And try to build something solid for my family. For the ones that honestly love me. You know, it's going to take a little time, but it's going to happen. I see it clear as day. And I want y'all to understand something. See, I don't know where they get this fixation from. Like, everything is going to be perfect. Everything in this world is not going to be perfect. Not including you. See, a person to get up in church service and say they're saved, but what happens after the service? What happens after the service is over with and the music goes down and the lights too, and we walk up out of here, right? You don't even know. You just got saved, but you just probably sin. You don't even know you probably don't even know that you probably just sin. That's why repentance is good every day. But they'll tell you supposed to be a certain way. You supposed to be this. You ain't going by this. Who are you to judge me? Who are you to tell me? I understand you want to stand on the word and let them know. You can't tell me nothing. You can't. Yes, I'm live on the air. No face on my city, my music radio. Tune in. I'm live on the air right now. Just having a conversation. I'm just saying. Because I'm tired of these religious leaders. I understand you supposed to, what Jesus tell you to do. If they don't want to hear you, they don't want to act like they don't want to comprehend what you're saying to them. They don't act like they want to hear or even listen to what you're saying. What did Jesus say? Dust your feet off and keep going. Don't keep trying to. Yahweh said that. Dust your feet. Yahshua said that. Dust your feet off and keep going. You know? And yeah. You religious leaders, y'all acting like, I'm gonna be realistic. Some of y'all are acting like the Sadducees and the Pharisees and the scribes. Y'all acting just like them. Why do you think Jesus He told you why he came. He said we needed a physician, man. We needed to be healed spiritually. These scars that we've been through, we need to be healed from them. And this is not, I don't know where people get it from. Some people make it seem like it's an overnight process, but what's behind the scenes that you don't see? What is behind the scenes that you don't see in this person? You get me? What's behind the scenes? They can show you all day long, I'm saved and sanctified, but their trueness will come out. Their true nature will come out. A snake will shed its skin. Trust and believe me. I done seen this. And it's crazy. How you gonna sit up here and you sit up here judging me before I even walk in the door? Well, and they throw that up at you. Well, according to the word, this what it says. Most of y'all ain't probably comprehending what you reading because you ain't really broke it down. Break it down. Then try to, well, I'm talking about these people that's so holy and thou and all this. Break it down. Just don't read them. Study to show thyself approved. And yes, I'm getting on these people here that's supposed to be Christian because I'm a Christian myself. I'm spiritual. Okay? Regardless if I don't live a certain way or act a certain way or be what you want me to be, I'm not trying to be what you want me to be. I'm trying to be what I want to be. Who are you to judge me? Now, if you don't deal with me because, oh, well, according to this, but if you read the word, you study it, Yahweh said you're going to change. Because it didn't have, look at Peter. Right? It was no overnight thing. He walked with Jesus for many years. Talk about Jesus for many years, but once Jesus left, or should I say Yahweh left, or Yahshua left, he dropped the thing. He said what he was going to do. He dropped the Holy Spirit on them and baptized them and made it historical. And his life changed from that point on. Right? And trip off of this one. This is another one that'll get you. I was sitting back thinking. I said it, I think last night. And I started to think. I said, wait a minute. I started thinking, what about Paul? What about Saul? Who's on his way? He's on his way to kill Christians. He's on his way. He on his horse. He ride. I'm finna knock these mugs head off. It's on. And got knocked off that horse and ended up blind. Yahshua knocked him off that horse and blind him to where he couldn't see. Right? Said, why are you killing me for? What have I done to you? I ain't did nothing to you. Why are you killing my people? What's up? Well, since you, okay. And look what he was one of the top like scribes and that knew the word. He knew these words. But he come to find out, this ain't what they teaching us. They're teaching us wrong. Even Peter. Like anybody knows that when it's like Charleston White. Hey man, a lot of people don't like Charleston White. But Charleston White, I'm gonna say this. This is why he does. He told you why he do what he do. Because he said, I tried to talk to y'all in a nice, calm manner. Y'all did not want to hear me. But once I get on her and start to cussing and being like gangster like they are, I heard, then y'all want to listen. Y'all don't want to listen to me talk nice and calm. So I'm going to give you what you want so you can hear me and understand. Now, he said something that made a lot of sense. Right? It's so many things in my mind I can't remember it. That's crazy. But I know one thing he said, though, it's like, why are we as a people, right? Why are we as a people? I forgot what it was. I'm not gonna even lie, I forgot. Because my mind's got so many things in there. So many things going through my head right now because it's so much stuff that's going on that we're not even seeing. And I ain't gonna say that we're seeing it, we're just trying to ignore it. Like I said, this stuff with Puff Daddy, Pete Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call them. This ain't the first time we didn't seen this. Many of us in the hood have seen women beat beyond recognition. We didn't seen these things. Now all of a sudden it gets put in our face. Like I say, for me it was a shock value. Like wow, that's really what it was. Cause we was like, we was seeing, and we like, man, I'm getting up out of here real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't think about it. That stuff was going on in the hood. Beating on women, all that. We knew this. The old heads, that's the big dope dealers in the neighborhood, they're messing with little girls probably like I'm 16, probably, even let's say I'm 16, they messing with the little girls at 16, 15 and stuff. These ballers in the neighborhood, right? These little girls. See, nobody talks about them things that was going on back then, and it's still going on, right? But now they want to get on Puffy head. But I know why, because he was raping dudes, raping women. He was doing all kind of raping. When you have to give a pill to somebody, yeah, we're not going to go there. Anyway, go. Then why did I don't know who my girl's account got hacked into. She has an idea. I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm just gonna say this, right? You think you knocked her down, but you did not. She's got a real one next to her, and she's gonna get back up with my help. And I got family, right? I know Ted's still mad at me. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. That's all I can say, bro. I'm sorry. What you want me to do? Hey, I can't say no more than that. You don't, like I say, I'm still making, like I say, I'm not perfect. I make bad choices. I make bad decisions. Right? We already know one bad decision when I came home. I wasn't even thinking about, honestly, let's think about this for a second. I wasn't thinking about doing what I'm doing now. When I came home, I'm saying start my own business. I had it in mind, but see this. I was just talking to my fiance about this last night, real quick. Let me get this real quick. Let me say. No, I was talking to my homeboy Emmanuel, and I want to say on her right now. I want to thank him because he's the one that made me get up and just see how, start the business, what it's about. And I said, okay, I could do this. I was second in command at the time of the business. And you got to put some work in, a lot of hard work. And we built had a little business going. We didn't really do what we're supposed to do. And I'm like, dude, where the LLC? Do we got a name for the company? Do we got this? Do we got this? Because I'm thinking of the legitimate side of it, right? But one thing about God is like, it's not time yet. It's not time. This is all within like last year, right? Don't get me wrong. Money was good. Money flowing. Whoop, whoop. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Everything, right? And I want to thank him because he turned around and introduced me to Tony. Introduced me to Pastor Jordan, Diamond, um, Salitha, these people that took chances on us. And even Tony still to this day taking a chance on me. He's still working with me, teaching me. I learned a lot from this man. And it all started from my partner, Emmanuel. And I met him in the joint. I didn't meet him on the streets. We met in the penitentiary. And I don't let me forget my partner, Sterling. This is my partner for life. And I ain't gonna even say partner, brother. He trying to help me more than I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do everything in my power, but he's doing more than I am. What let's try to, let's do this. Let's go. Come on. Let me see if you go what this cutting grass thing is like. Because I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm finna do this. Because he told me the money he made. You made what? Like, hey, man, I made whoa. How you think I got most of the money for my truck? I'm like, what? Like, yeah. Cutting grass, you can make some money. But I thank him for he just showing me what to do, the ropes of it, everything. That's another person, I think. These two people. Yeah, Maurice, you tried to get me a job. It didn't work. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just my presence. I don't know if it's just the way I look. I'm sorry, people. But I don't mean to mean mug people or do stuff like that. But the thing is, and I want y'all to understand when I say this, when you've been walking around like this for years, it's hard to change old habits that they say, right? Sometimes I do get that way, and I scare people because I get that it's not nothing trying to be funny or anything like that, man. I apologize. I keep saying I apologize. I don't mean no harm. I don't want no smoke out here. I'm trying to live a little bit of life God gave me left. Trying to get married, give me about 3 dogs, nice little house, and live the rest of my life. Probably about, I ain't gonna lie, I want about 50 cars in the driveway. I want to be bigger. I can't compete with Rick Ross, though. Rick Ross got the most cars there is. First it was Baby, now it's Rick Ross. I can't drive all them cars. Let's just be realistic. I want every car I see, but I know for a fact I can't drive them all. So more likely, one of my family members called me up how kind-hearted I am. Man, we're going to take the car, man. They tear my car up. I got to go buy another one. Because I can't drive. How you going to drive over 300-some cars? Because that's where close to Rick Ross is at. So how you going to drive 300 cars? You just going to have them sitting out there. Now, I ain't going to lie, I probably want about 50. I ain't going to lie, I'm at about 50 cars. Sorry, wifey, but I'm getting me about 50 cars. Oh, yeah. Nice little, I don't want no 2-story big old house. I just want me a nice 1-story, 2 bedrooms and a finished basement. I'm good. I don't want to be too, I'm just like this. Right? I just ask Yahweh just to give me the money that I need to make it. I don't want to be super rich because that breeds people out. And I don't want to be broke because it's going to make me go against his commandments. I just want me something that's significant to where I can live a normal life and make it in this world and take care of my family and the ones that's honestly around me. Because I'm going to be honest, if I hit a lick for $1 million, off the flip, I'm taking care of both of my partners, my wife, Tiz, Larry, Boo. Hey, I'm mentioning names because these are the people I'm going to look out for. Let me hit $1 million. Each one of y'all getting 100. Wife would get more than y'all, though. I'm sorry. Wife would get more than y'all. But y'all can get about 50 to 100. You got my word on that. And I stand on that. Let me hit a lick for $1 million. My family gonna be eating for life. Cause I'm gonna flip that meal to a bill. I'm giving some people some money off the flip. I'm stopping by. Look for me when I hit. I tell you, I play scratch off tickets and I ain't hit yet off on a scratch off ticket. Well, let me go and get up out of here because I gotta go home, take a shower. Because I've been working. Well, I ain't do no work today. Let me quit lying. I ain't did no work today. I just sat there and I stabbed myself in the. Yeah, that's what I did today. See that right there? That's why I stabbed myself. Yeah. So anyway, I thank y'all for joining me today. No fake shit. Thank y'all for joining me too. See y'all later, man. Y'all was live on the Facebook. Want to say my city, my music, man. Listen, we got it. We got some things coming, man. Stay tuned, man. I'm sorry about the hiatus, but hey, man, I've been trying to make this thing right. Sorry to my partner Justin, man. Hey, thank you for all the love and the support, man. Thank you for even working with me, man. Listen, like I say, I took this hiatus because, like I say, I'm out here working. Sorry about the Sunday because yesterday I was working, laying drywall. I'm trying to get this business off the ground, and once I do, it's a wrap. It's over. And most people be saying, "Oh man, you just talking." No, man. I want y'all to like and subscribe, like and subscribe, man. Listen, no fake shit on my city, my music radio. And like I said, you got Kid and Company, you got Off the Block, you got High Off the Glass. We got my dude Tony Mays. Hey, yo, we got so many different shows, man. Tune in, man. Like and subscribe to this, man. Share with your people, man. Let them see, man. We got some good stuff, man. And we, like I said, we just getting started. And as I leave you, man, I'm gonna leave you with one of my tracks here. Let me see which one I want to leave y'all with. I'll leave y'all one of these new ones I put out.